Keondre, on Monday, Coach Sark said that this is going to be a game that he thinks plays out in the trenches, and he sounds like he emphasizes that a lot with y'all. So what does it mean to you to know that he thinks that this game is going to be right in your territory where it's decided?
I mean that he has a lot of trust in us. To be honest, it'd be like it's gonna be up front because on their side of the ball they have a great O line, and I heard they had a great D line. So, I mean, with our good O line and our good D line, we're gonna battle every play, and so whoever wins most of the plays, I mean, obviously, gonna show who wins the game. So that's what plays a big part of the game. So it's the trenches.
Sam Kahn, you're up.
Hey, Keondre, when you watch Louisiana on video and their offense, what stands out to you the most?
The quarterback, how fast they move the ball, how sound they look together. Everything looks good. Really nobody not knowing what they're doing on the field, really confident, really experienced a lot. You can tell from their offense. And so I just see a good group that knows what they're doing and ready to just perform every play. So that's all we got to do is come and be ready for that.
Cole Thompson, go ahead.
Keondre, last year you were able to have some fans in the stands, but not at full capacity. What does it mean to be able to run out of the tunnel and be able to have a full packed crowd of Longhorns fans in the stands this year?
It's going to be fun. Really, I learned how to adjust that to where I'm not focused on that because I'm more focused on the game. I think I have time to do that because I've been here for 4 years. But, I mean, having that feeling again, like last year, we didn't have that feeling like that. It wasn't like that. So to have it this year, it's going to be exciting. Some type of nervousness a little at first. I'm like, wow, this is actually back because I thought COVID was going to be forever, to be honest. And the fact that it's back to normal, it's kind of seemed like that. It's going to be amazing. And I can't wait to step on the field in front of all the fans and perform.
Dennis, go ahead.
Keondre, your game week energy is almost coming through the screen. How about Sark, though? Have you seen Sark kind of have an uptick? I mean, this is his first big dance here at UT.
I think Sark is the same person every day. I can't really give you that. I see him smile, but it's like I don't know if it's a real smile or a fake smile, but I mean he smiles a lot. And he's pretty much the same coach every day, and I like that. Nothing's changed with him. He has seen everything. He has been through everything. So, I mean, he's the same person. He gives us the same energy, the same personality every day. So, I mean, to me, I feel like he's very excited. We all excited. Who's not excited to hop back on the field, especially to get back to college football the way it's supposed to be?
Thanks. Bob, go ahead.
Yeah, Keondre, on that note, how excited are you? And just after 9 months being with PK, what gives you the confidence that this defense can really make an impact this year?
I'm very excited. I'm very excited to hop back on the field. And then Coach PK, I'm very excited to see how this defense actually runs against another team. Just for us, you know, we've been practicing, like you said, for 9 months, going through all types of stuff with Coach PK, different styles against our offense. And I seen it work against them. And I seen it work, you know, just off field. And in certain plays, I feel like he put us in positions to where everybody on the field can make a play. There's no excuse that you can't make a play. If you don't make a play, it's because of you. So I just can't wait to see this defense and see us against another opponent. And luckily, it is this Saturday.
Got time for 3 last ones. We'll start with Kirk.
Keondre, pass rush is always critical. Who's going to lead this team in sacks this year?
That's really a hard question to give. I mean, a really hard question to answer right now. But I feel like everybody on D-line has a chance to make plays and get sacks. So us as a defense, us as a unit, we want to take it game by game. So whoever gets the most sacks game 1, that's going to be the most sacks, you know, leading in each week. So that's how we're going to take it. We're not trying to look in the future. We're trying to take it game by game. And I think that's the best way to handle a situation like that. Then at the end of the year, then you get tally up like you have the most sacks. You know, hopefully it's me. If it is me, then I better get a big meal or something. But, you know, special. But, yeah.
All right, 2 last ones. Go ahead, Chuck.
Yeah, circling back to Sark a little bit. I mean, you've been with him now through all of spring ball and all of preseason camp. What beyond, I guess, just the X's and O's stuff, what has struck you or impressed you about him, I guess, not only as a coach, but maybe as a person? Coach
Sarkisian is a very humble, very honest person in a way to where he really doesn't force things. He likes to adjust things and and let you work to it. And I think coming into January to now, I don't think he never changed. He hasn't changed. He's the same person. Like he said, you work hard, it's gonna pay off. And so all we have been doing since January is working hard. That's what the whole staff, as everybody realizing, like, okay, he was really for real when he said all gas, no brakes, and a slogan to where I feel like that really fits him. Because when he does something, he does it to the extreme. So if he gonna talk to us, he gonna talk to us how he want to talk to us, like it's his last time talking. When we practice, it's like you don't know if that's gonna be your last practice. I mean, we practice hard, we play hard, and that's because it's Sarkisian. So that's all I can say.
And last one to Chip.
Keondre, how is Alfred Collins doing on the edge, and what stands out about Ovi Agofu?
Alfred is doing wonderful things on the edge, just like he's doing wonderful things on the inside. So they made that move, and it's just now we can just see what he does in the real game this Saturday on the edge. So that's all I can really give you. I mean, he's performing very good every day in practice. And Ovi, like I said, that dude is a dog. He runs to the ball every play, constantly hustling, and they're trying to make a play. And I like that from both of them kids. I said kids like I'm old or something like that, but you know what I mean. But both of them players, man, and it's gonna help us a lot this year.
Josh, how's it going, man? I just want to ask you from a defensive perspective, how would defenders describe Hudson Card as a quarterback, and how have you seen what he's done with the offense from your perspective this month?
He stepped up in a big time way. You can see how he's just taking on the responsibility. He's a great decision maker. Just love he's indecisive, so you don't know what he's going to do or bring to the table. He's great.
Kirk Bowles, go ahead.
Yeah, Josh, what would you say is the one area that the coaching staff wants y'all's group to improve on the most from last year?
I would say the fighting through part, finishing in the fourth quarter. That's something we preach big around here is finishing. So that's what we all have been doing. We put our hardest stuff at the end of our practice so we can finish. So that's the main thing. Our main goal right now is to finish.
Danny Davis.
Josh, just what are your overall impressions on Levi Lewis and what he can do at that quarterback position for Louisiana?
He's a great quarterback. He's been there for a while. He's very skilled. He can do anything from running to passing. Great decision making. Overall, he's a great quarterback.
Go ahead, Cole Thompson.
Josh, just want to get your thoughts on 9 months with PK. What has been the biggest strengths that you've seen, and what's been the biggest difference for him?
This defense really it's fun. I mean, it's set up for you to make plays from each position. You start from the D line linebackers to the DBs. Each call is just set up for you to make plays. I mean, I love it. He brings in great energy, great coaching, defensive coaching staff behind him, Coach Joseph especially. But overall, it's just fun. I mean, set up for you to make plays, especially DB friendly defense. So it's real fun.
And we'll go through these three last ones with Bob up next.
Yeah, Josh, how good's this defensive line? What do you see out of it that maybe makes it different than the last few years?
Ooh, they're hungry. I can tell you that. It makes sense that how they're hungry and they're kind of big. But overall, I mean they're about it. You can see the difference every practice. They're going at it, especially with the D-line coach, Coach Davis. He's bringing the energy, excitement, everything. I'm just proud to see them guys. The mindset that they have right now is unbelievable. And I mean, the D-line wins, the DBs win, the linebackers win. So overall, that's where it starts up front.
Chip, you're up.
Josh, what do you think this defense is going to do best? What is it going to be known for? And will you be surprised if you're not getting a bunch of pressure on the quarterback as a defense?
This defense is going to be known from creating havoc. It's just going to be a long game for people that we play. I mean, we're about it. We're playing together. It's fun. I'm pretty sure we're definitely going to get the pressure with the D-line that we do have. They're great guys.
And we'll close it out with one more from Danny.
Josh, I know y'all aren't supposed to be paying attention to what's going on in the stands during the game. I'm kind of wondering, though, have you thought at all about what it's going to be like if you look up there and see your family and your friends wearing your gear, wearing your shirts, wearing that stuff you guys are kind of able to make through all your NIL deals?
I'll probably see them after the game, but it'll be fun. I tried to look through in the stands during the game, but after the game, it'll kind of be a little weird because I mean, just, you know, not being able to do that until this year. But I mean, I'd love to see it. I'm excited for it.
Derek, how much is the experience of this offensive line an asset to this offense and your team?
It's huge, man. It's always good to be able to have an experience off the line just because you've already had that experience of going into a game and playing next to each other. You know, like what reactions, well, you kind of know where each other's going to be a little bit more than if you're playing next to a guy that you've never played with. So it's huge. I love playing next to Junior. He's a great player and it's fun, man.
Joe Cook, go ahead.
Derek, Coach Sark mentioned Zion Hill. That was one of the few defensive players that he named by name in the press conference on Monday. Just what have you seen from him so far, even though you may not get a direct matchup with him snap by snap?
Yeah, man, he's a great player. He's experienced. They got a lot of experienced guys. They're a good defensive line. It's going to be a good game, man. It's good. Two experienced lines going against each other is always a good time.
Dennis, go ahead.
Yeah, what have you seen from Hudson confidence-wise, leadership-wise, since the decision was made for him to get the start?
Hudson's a good dude, man. He's came in and he's done his part. He's constantly been working and kind of just taking it day by day to improve his craft and be the best quarterback they can be. He's really just came into his own as this year, and I'm excited to see like his progression throughout the season, man. It's been fun to watch a guy that's from the Austin area come in and just be excited about being at the University of Texas and play his butt off.
Cole, go ahead.
Derek, you talk about having a veteran offensive line, but possibly one of the more important positions on that line is the center, and Jake Majors, a redshirt freshman, comes in. What have you seen from him and his development from last year? And what have you seen from him working with Kyle this entire offseason to get him ready for year two with working with you guys?
It's been awesome, man. Jake's a smart kid. He's one of the more intelligent offensive linemen that I've worked with. He reminds me a lot of like Zach Shackelford, and just that he knows he's able to anticipate a lot of things, and he helps the whole offensive line out by just seeing things that maybe sometimes we won't see because he is so intelligent, you know. So Coach Flood's always giving us tips and helping us out, and he's able to take what Coach Flood takes and really put it on the field for us and help us out like the center's supposed to do, you know what I mean? So it's been good.
Kurt, go ahead.
Yeah, Derek, I want to ask you about your own defensive line. Who's the meanest, baddest dude over there, man? If you're in a alley and getting a fight, who do you want with you from that D line?
Shoot, man, they're all good. They're all have my back in an alley, and I know that. So I'm just pleasure to work with them all camp, and it's been fun just getting better going against each other the whole time.
Anybody who's the toughest to block?
They're all tough.
Chip, go ahead.
Hey, Derek, what have you seen from Tyler Johnson? You know, saw him in the 2D backing up at guard, and then also Hayden Connor now backing you up at right tackle. What have you seen from him?
He's done a good job, man. He's came in and worked his butt off since he got here, so it's good to see him in the 2 deep and just working, man. And Hayden's another guy. He enrolled early. He came in and he's really trimmed down some fat. He looks a lot better, and he's ready to roll, man. He's a heck of a player, and he's going to continue to grow and get stronger and smarter in the game of football, and he's going to be a heck of a player one day, that's for sure. So
we'll do these last two, starting with Cedric.
Hey, Derek, a good offensive line, experienced offensive line is a young quarterback's best friend.
Mm-hmm.
What are some of the little gems you guys are going to have to share with Hudson when he walks into a packed DKR on Saturday?
Just to play the way he's been playing, man. He's a good player, and he's got to be himself. He can't try to do nothing more, and just let him know that we have his back and that he can trust us, and we'll make him feel comfortable, and then we'll play the best we can.
And we'll close it out with Brian.
Derek, I don't know if you are aware of this or if you've heard of this, but they're going to be adding a Ferris wheel to Bevo Boulevard this year, along with zip lining. Number one, would you ride a Ferris wheel before going to a football game? And number two, What do you guys think about just the whole circus that is outside of the thing with the concerts? There's going to be corn dogs, the whole bit out there.
Shoot, if I was watching the game, I would ride the Ferris wheel. You know what I mean? It'd be fun. I like Ferris wheels. I think they can be fun if I was watching. If I'm playing, obviously not. But and man, it's just a good thing for the fans. We want the fans to have a good time. We want them to come in and support us and everyone to be a happy mood in the stadium. So if that makes them happy, man, power to them. Let them enjoy the mess out of that zip line, dude. So
awesome.
Actually, one last one with Chip.
Hey, Derek. It sounds like Cade Brewer played hurt a lot last year. How's he doing now, and how is he as a roommate?
He told you that, huh? He's good. He's an experienced guy. He knows he's had to play with injuries and throughout his time here, and it's been fun to see that he's kind of grown in and he's gotten healthy. And he's a guy that's a grinder. He does a lot of things for his body to make sure he gets to Saturday by doing extra recovery and all sorts of different things to make sure he's able to play on Saturday. So that's a big thing about his veteran leadership and showing the younger guys that sometimes you're not going to feel 100%, but if you're able to do these side things, remedies, and make yourself get there the best you can, you know what I mean? So, and he's been a fun roommate. He's a goofball. He's a fun guy. We play a lot of FIFA, me, him, and Dicker and Gabo. So it's been a lot of fun.
Who's the slob in that group?
I'm gonna have to go Dicker. Yeah, Dicker's the slob.